Quick start, come on!
Louis Bradbury gets us started in the under-18s Premier League North between Burnley and Manchester United from the Barnfield Training Centre in deepest, darkest Lancashire. Ball sprayed out to the left-hand side, can't be reeled in by Junior Brown. Out of play on that far side for the opening throw-in of the game. Clip forward by Burnley, nobody on the end of that one. Comfortably brought under control by Heath. Armour. Across to Mills. Mills to McCormack. If you haven't seen too much of the under-18s this season, maybe flicking on for the first time because we're on at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, then try and give you an idea of how Manchester United play football. They are comfortable with the ball at their feet everywhere on the pitch. The goalkeeper will be involved in the build-up. They will try and beat your press, and when they do, they are rapid as they try and break forward, and that has been a feature all season long. They're entertaining to watch, Arthur, there's no doubt about that.
We certainly know where the goals are, and they had a fantastic first half of the season. Let's just hope they can keep that going and try and claw our way back to the top 3 of the league.
Loose on the edge of the penalty area, stabbed away. Junior Brown going to start a little run forward. Realises he's isolated, so comes back to Halafu. Armour and Mills. Again, United will be in no rush in their build-up. They'll wait for an opportunity and then they will take it. Knocked out of play by Burnley. It's been a start to the game with both sides feeling each other out. No real fluidity in the opening stages, but as the game settles down, that often changes, certainly when you watch an academy football.
Yeah, it was a tough game against Burnley earlier in the season. I think we won with a very late penalty, 1-0. So I'm expecting a tough game today as well.
Mantato. Good position for Bendito Mantato. Slipped into the penalty area. This is Gabriel. Recycles it. Halafu. Into the feet of McAvoy. Back to Albert Mills. Rafe McCormack. Movement in front of him, but takes the safe option, keeps possession, and Albert Mills takes over. Armour gets it out far side. Gabriel back to Mills. United probe down the opposite side with Mantato. Shah looks to play it back to Bendito Mantato, who's come short, just checked his run to try and give himself some space. Shah didn't spot it.
Yeah, it just looks as if Mantato was going to be on his bike there, sprinting, and as you say, he's checked out to face up to Shah there to get the ball. Bit of lack of communication there.
Brought down by McMahon Brown. Bundled over by McAvoy. This is a Burnley side that just a couple of weeks ago lost heavily to Liverpool, side that Manchester United have put to the sword this season. Certainly not going to want to have another 7 put past them this afternoon, Burnley, so I would expect a tight and cagey affair Manchester United, you have a funny feeling, as soon as they manage to break a side down, Arthur, they tend to be able to repeat the feat.
Yeah, they don't panic, as we're seeing in the opening few minutes here. They'll spread the ball around and give everybody a touch of it, and take the time in going forward, and only go forward if it's actually something's blatantly on.
Shah wide on the right. Comes back to McCormack. Mills to Armour. Wearing the captain's armband today, Dan Armour. Bradbury fouled. It's good centre forward play that from Louis Bradbury. Just drops deep to pick it up, feels the contact, goes to ground. McAvoy to McCormack. Patient, aren't they, this Manchester United side, when you watch them? They just wait for you to leave too much of a gap and then they try and exploit it. Tato fouled. Alafu. Back to Mills. Mantato with the first time ball forward to Shah. Shah's going to try and give this back to Mantato. Lovely football from United. Picked up by Mantato again in the penalty area. There's definitely a hand in the chest of Bendito Mantato. Not enough for the free kick, apparently.
It looked like that. Right in front of the linesman as well.
Cleared away by Feeney. One of several changes made by Tony Philliskirk. Burnley try and find themselves back to winning ways. It's been a bad season for Burnley. Just a heavy defeat. As I say, last time out. I don't want the same again.
Yeah, strong play again by Bradbury up front, backing into his opponent, and referee right on top of it, blowing his whistle.
That's a nice ball through for Bradbury. Bradbury's going to take it on first time, forces a decent stop. Another chance maybe. Cleared away by Turahira. Back in by McAvoy. Deflected out to Junior Brown. Will be a free kick, but foul has gone against your Halafu.
Yeah, good ball for Bradbury. They're on his left foot. As soon as he sees his goals, he's going to pull the trigger. On target, but unfortunately the keeper's right up to it.
Maybe slightly weaker foot there for Bradbury. He ran the channel well. Yeah, Mills just a little over physical in the challenge. Down goes McMahon Brown.
Oh yeah, they were the 14s. Was that one of them? And the goalkeeper.
Chasing down hard as Gabriel working to win the ball back for his side. Can't find Brown. It's gone out for a throw in. Like to see that's far side of the field. But Blackie sends the ball in. It's a good ball for McMahon to try and chase. Just nudges into the back of Dan Armour, who is sent sprawling.
Yeah, a little bit clumsy from McMahon Brown, the striker. Armour's facing back to his own goals there, and he's just going to possibly get it back to Heath, but striker sort of impeded the armour, which makes it easy for the referee to blow his whistle.
Goalkeeping duties for the under-18s have been fairly evenly shared between Fred Heath and Cameron Byrne-Hughes this season. Fred Heath back into the side after Cameron Byrne-Hughes was between the sticks for the FA Youth Cup game. Both have performed very well. Both very confident with their feet. Taraherwa comes back to Stanley. Albert Blackie checks back. Infield to Savage. One back by Manchester United though. Bradbury is caught on halfway. Not for the first time in this game.
Yeah, that's one thing that will happen. He'll be aware of that as well. He's going to get tackled, and he's going to get robustly tackled. That's happened, as you say, 3 or 4 times now.
On the mat. And Albert Mills, a decent centre-half partnership over the course of the season. Neither have found themselves on the score sheet yet, although both have come close. Woodwork has got in the way, goalkeeper has saved on a couple of occasions. They are a danger from set pieces. Keep an eye on them as we go through the afternoon.
They've certainly got the height, haven't they, as well? If you can get sort of set plays. 2 of them seem to have sprouted since we last saw a match here, or last saw them playing.
As I say, this is the first under-18s Premier League North game since December. Christmas break is a regular thing. Quite sure I was anticipating having to wait until the end of January to get things back underway again, but here we are at the Barnfield Training Centre. 0-0 after 11 and a bit minutes. Bradbury. Cormac just letting his striker know that he could play it back to the centre-backs. Burnley making life difficult at the moment, but Mantato trying to return the favour, make it difficult for them. He's caught by the covering tackle.
Yeah, once he moves the ball out his feet and gets sprinting away from the fullback there, just the tackle comes in, winning the ball, but actually following through and just catching him.
There's Troy Savage with the challenge. Wins the ball, but definitely catches Bendito Mantato. Mills. Cross to Halafu. Dan Armour. Switch from Armour, finds Rafe McCormack. Burnley making life difficult, aren't they? They've been well organised in the opening quarter of an hour or so.
Yeah, get everybody behind the ball. Obviously knew they were going to be in for a tough game today.
Sort of mid to low block from Burnley. Happy to allow Manchester United to have it up until halfway. Forward for Shah, lets it run across himself brilliantly, cuts the cross back, shot comes in, stopped by the goalkeeper. Can it be turned home by Bradbury? It cannot. It's going to go out for a corner.
A great piece of play, first time shot as well. Shah does well getting to near the dead ball line, cutting it back, and Bradbury's on it like a flash. Keeper spilt it a little bit, so it gives Bradbury a second chance to have a little sneak it, maybe trying to get it there before the keeper, not to be.
It's a lovely body movement from Jarius Shah, isn't it, to allow it to run across him. That's what opens up the space. Evidence of the windy conditions in Lancashire. Left-footed in-swinger, headed away at the near post. Lob comes back in, brought down. Surely there's going to be an offside flag up against Albert Mills. There is. He just hadn't quite got himself on again.
Yeah, you can always tell where the opposition players sort of stop reacting to it. Flag must have went up early.
Referee just coming over to check on Bendito Mantato.
Still maybe feeling the effects of that earlier tackle that came in.
Definitely caught him. Hopefully it's not too serious for Mantato. Done well this season. He's had a really good season in actual fact in terms of what he's managed to do, where he's managed to play. Little trip to Qatar for the World Cup in the middle. He's come back from that World Cup exploit. 2 goals, 2 assists for him. A great turn of pace, hasn't he, Bendito Mantato, down this right-hand side.
We just saw it there. I left the full-back for dead there. It was a covering captain that came with the challenge to knock the ball out of play. But once he gets the ball out of his feet, he's away.
Just a little on the concerned side, so Darren Fletcher going to take the opportunity to hand some advice to the players down the left-hand side. Gabriel and Halafu both receiving a couple of instructions there from lead coach Darren Fletcher. Burnley have made life difficult, haven't they, in the opening quarter of an hour. Manchester United struggling to break them down. Not been an awful lot of space. They've been very compact. Quite happy to let the play happen in front of them. Haven't let anything get in down the sides or around the back, Arthur.
Yeah, just shuffling across the pitch, making sure they cover all the spaces. Don't want the ball to go wide. But you can see they're a side that have been well coached into, like, knowing they're coming up for a tough game today. Excuse me. Hopefully Mantato's going to be okay.
Just testing out that right foot, isn't he? I think he's going to be okay to continue. Hope he's going to be okay to continue. Keeping an eye on the Manchester United bench to see whether anybody was going to be called upon. Or are we going to have the change?
Looks as if the referee signals over towards the bench area.
But now play is back underway, so maybe no change coming. Maybe there will be. Maybe Bendito Mantato is not able to continue. Meanwhile, Manchester United having to play with 10. Challenges come flying in. The ball's eventually knocked out of play for a Manchester United throw-in. Well, there's a couple of options for a like-for-like change for Bendito Mantato. It looks like Nkoto is going to be the one that's chosen by Darren Fletcher. And I'm assuming that is for Bendito Mantato, who hasn't returned to the field. So it's a shame for the man they call Bendy in the squad. Hopefully not too serious. Won't keep him out for too long. And Nkoto on to replace him. Bit of a blow to lose somebody that early, Arthur.
Very much so. Obviously he's had quite a bit of the ball, but you can see that he's got to turn the pace to give the fullback a difficult time. Unfortunately, that challenge earlier on that came in just sort of hampered them. Better off being safe and sorry, especially if you've got a knocks early in the game. You don't want to make it worse.
Well, it's Troy Savage that made the challenge, won the ball, but did catch Mantato afterwards with the follow through. It's a good covering run that comes in from Wilcock. Inside to Rahewa. Back downfield. Manchester United looking to turn the ball over, but it's back with Burnley. Fabio So. That's good football to escape down the right-hand side. So, challenging, wrestling, and going to get away with that as well after launching the Manchester United player to the floor.
Right in front of the far linesman as well. You'd have thought that flag would have went up.
A bit surprised that it didn't, to be honest with you, as McAvoy was wrestled to the ground. United will have the goal kick though. Armour back inside the penalty area, surveying what's in front of him, goes short to Heath. McAvoy back to Armour. 20 minutes played here, 0-0 as Gabriel gets the pass out to the left-hand side. Mills, head up, looking forward, but decides to come sideways to McCormack. Ball into the channel for Bradbury to chase. Going to try and cause some problems for Elijah Tarahewa. Eventually sent out of play for a Manchester United throw in deep inside Burnley territory. Sticky is how I would describe the opening 20 minutes, Arthur.
Yeah, the two centre-backs see a lot of the ball. Just got to try and move it a little bit quicker and get it into midfield players if you can. It's always not on, but if it is on. But invariably it's defenders that have enough time in the ball rather than the midfield players and strikers who are tightly marked.
Swept across to Mills. Armour sends this out to Halafu. Again, Burnley working really hard to keep things tight. Manchester United going to try working this down the right-hand side towards Nkoto. Holds it up. Back it comes to McCormack. Halafu. Brown. McAvoy squares this to Mills. Mills is in a good position here. He's going to try and eat up some of the ground in front of him. McCormack. Again, you just got to give credit to Burnley for the shape that they're managing to keep, Arthur.
Yeah, getting everybody behind the ball again and making United go back or square buys everybody in their defence a little bit more time.
Gabriel forced backwards again. Good switch out to McCormack. Burnley currently doing a very good job at frustrating Manchester United. McCormack trying to make something happen. McAvoy. Junior Brown watches that wind-assisted pass across the field. Can't quite bring it under control.
Couldn't quite get it down.
Mills just nods it out of play. Realises that there's a number of Burnley players advancing on him. Doesn't take any risks. Bradbury looks to turn that over. Burnley come away with it. Ball towards McMahon Brown is going to be cut out by Armour. It's just too wide of Nkoto to get hold of. To Herwa. To Brierley. Intercepted by McCormack, can't keep it in. Complaint from Brandon Puani that maybe Rafe McCormack had kicked the ball away.
I wouldn't say it was kicked away, it's just nudged out of play.
I'm with you. Puani. It's well worked into Brierley, goes down the left-hand side. Wilcock looking to get the cross in. Headed away by Armour. Bouncing ball given back to Fabio So in the penalty area. Burnley, first foray forward. Scanlon comes back down the line. Looking for Albert Blackie. Swung in. Too close to Fred Heath, who scoops it up and snuffs out the danger.
Oh, it was a chance maybe to catch some of the Burnley players up the pitch there if they could have played it forward a little bit quicker.
Heath doesn't panic with those two Burnley players on his toes. It's the pass away. So looks to flick it around the corner, and might be an opportunity for Bradbury here as he tries to go around the goalkeeper. Well, that is a crunching challenge. Referee with a decision to make says there's no foul from the Burnley stopper. I'd like to see a replay of that because I'm not sure how much of the ball was won.
Well, once you see goalkeepers coming flying out their box, you're just anticipating things going wrong for them. And I think on that occasion there was a coming together, and the refs obviously a lot closer than us. Half a chance of maybe Bradbury not only getting the ball and continuing, he's been poleaxed there. That's why he's be complaining.
Is there a touch on the ball from the goalkeeper? I think maybe he gets a half a stud to it. Martin Brown with the effort, straight at Fred Heath. Not sure that negates the recklessness of the challenge, but
well, you can sense it happening when keepers come running out their box and they're in positions that they're not comfortable with. They've got to make sure they get a real good hefty touch with the ball, and I don't know whether he got a big enough touch here, but obviously the referee's a lot closer than us, and so he's got a better view. Didn't look good though.
Koto can't keep that one in. Play for a throw in. Well, Louis Bradbury was convinced that he'd been caught.
Yeah, it looked that way.
It's the first major talking point of the game. Joseph Wilcock will take the throw. Bradbury closing down, helped out by Brown. Manchester United applying some dangerous pressure there. McCormack allows it to bounce and then does exactly the right thing, which is turn round and sprint. You don't know how close the player is behind you, so get the early yards done as quickly as you can. Makes the ball back to the goalkeeper a little easier. Swept out to the far side, but too wide of Dan Armour and behind Halafu.
It gives chance for Burnley to push more players up the field now.
Gabriel looking to win that one, ends up with Bradbury. Bradbury is given the free kick on this occasion. The referee would like a conversation with the Burnley player. In fact, it's been extended from a conversation to a caution from the official.
Yeah, it's been a tough start for the first half hour of this game for Bradbury. He's been sort of thumped a few times.
Well, Michael Stanley, the first player in the referee's notebook. Just coming up to half an hour played. A couple of shots on target, but nothing that's caused a problem for either goalkeeper. No big saves, really, just regulation collections. Armour to Mills. Kept in by McCormack. He's done really well. It's past the second one too, and then the strength of the challenge. Oh, in fact, it has gone out of play, and he has given a throw-in. I thought that was going to be a free kick for Manchester United.
Yeah, when you hear the whistle going, you think it's going in your favour.
Bradbury fights brilliantly, and he manages to turn as well. Gives this to Gabriel. Gabriel's right-footed effort forces a really good save from Callum Feeney, stretching to his right-hand side. Strong hand pushed away.
No, I thought that was in. I thought he's caught that absolutely sweet as a nut. Keeper's done well there.
It's a lovely hold-up play from the Manchester United striker Bradbury. And he brings Gabriel in perfectly.
He does that well. Bradbury's a typical sort of front man striker. Holds the ball up well. He's been tackled endlessly in this game, but he's still up for it all the time.
McAvoy to Halafu. Armour. It's a good run from Puani. Savage to Puani. Wilcox swings in the cross. Dealt with by Dan Armour. McMahon Brown. Wilcox back to McMahon Brown. Burnley finding a bit of football down the left-hand side. Clipped goalwards. Dips in front of Fred Heath, but he collects.
Yeah, it's not often they've been in United's half in this first half, but as soon as they get up there, they certainly push people up as quick as they can.
Mills. Again, Burnley just making life difficult. There's no easy pass into midfield for Manchester United.
No, you can see they're well organised. As soon as they lose possession or give up possession, they get everybody back behind the ball, get organised and try to nick the ball off United, which they've done there.
One back by Armour. That's a lovely turn from Gabriel, and he's away down the left-hand side. Gonna have to ride a couple more tackles before he gets to the byline. Lovely footwork again, brought down on the edge of the box. Referee says not enough in that for a free kick. Oh, that is a hefty challenge that goes in from Fabio So. Gabriel's effort here is as close as we've come. Won brilliantly by Bradbury here. Head up, sees the run, and it is caught sweetly through the legs of the defender. Really good stop from Feeney.
Great effort from both of them. Shot and save.
The referee's kept his card in his pocket there for Fabio So, which is a little surprising because heard the challenge on the effects mic. It was not much of a collision. Gabriel standing over it. 0-0. Whipped in towards Armour, flicked away by Turahira.
Yeah, Armour just helping that into an area in the 6-yard box, which you might think a white shirt can get on the end of. Almost did.
Yeah, eventually it's Elijah Turahira that gets it away. And Koto, right-hand side. Deep one. Bouncing around. Chance maybe. Can it be turned home? Another big stop that is from Feeney. Just gets his body in the way as it was stabbed towards him. Bit of a wrestling match going on between McCormack and McMahon-Brown. This was the effort, poke towards goal, stab towards goal. I think it's the trailing leg, isn't it, of Feeney that gets it away.
He felt sure that it was just dropping to a white shot there, just to stick it in the net.
It's Jay McAvoy. It's gone in the book for Manchester United. There's a little bit of a wrestle going on, wasn't there? Side flag has gone up. Gabriel's going to be allowed to continue here. Breaking forward, slid into the box, and Koto looks to square the ball across the 6-yard line where it is intercepted. United hunting impacts though. Going to win this back, and Koto uses his body well. Gabriel with the turn, bouncing off a couple inside the penalty area, wins the corner.
Yeah, he can turn and twist and go both ways, Gabriel, can't he? And that's the problem for defenders. They don't know which way he's going to go.
Maybe just an increase in pressure. Taken short. Gabriel's cross. Cleared away.
I'll get control.
Back in possession, which has been a feature really of this first half. Manchester United with plenty of ball. Burnley just making life really tricky. Although in the last 5 minutes or so we have seen a little bit more success for Manchester United. Good work again. United popping the ball around. Sharp. Australian-born Jaria Sharp. One of two Australian-born players that were in the squad for the FA Youth Cup, the other being James Overy. McCormack. And Koto. They work really hard, United, don't they, to win the ball back when it is intercepted.
It's just coming up against the side who'll just get everybody organised. As soon as they lose possession, they're all back behind the ball. Hard to play through them. Got to just try and do it a little bit quicker if they can.
Bradbury lifts it towards Nkoto, cleared away by Savage. Armour got a little too tight, I think, to McMahon-Brown. The referee blows the whistle. McMahon-Brown cuts a frustrated figure. Dan Armour has run away from the situation, but he's going to be shown the yellow card.
Yeah, striker just used his body there to protect the ball.
I think that shirt tug there, the second one, is probably what the referee's booked Dan Armour for. Doesn't want to let him get away, can understand reaching out and trying to make that grab.
Once you get turned, it's very hard to get back in position again. It's just a natural thing to do, just grab.
Dangerous ball. Yeah, it was swinging towards goal and he felt like he had no option really but to make sure he got something on it. Does very well in the end to get two strong fists.
He's done really well because he's coming across some bodies in front of him there, and the wind's just beginning to get up, as we can see with the trees in the background, beginning to sort of a bit more movement.
We've seen Manchester United keepers doing well, haven't we, over the course of this season. Senna Lomans has come in and solidified things in the first team. Heath and Cameron Byrne-Hughes doing really well for the under-18s. Will Murdoch and Dermot Mee flying for the under-21s. Then you see the goalkeepers out on loan, the likes of Radek Vitek, who is tearing things up for Bristol City.
Yeah, good experience from down there in a side that's doing very well in their league standing.
Also had a play for a corner. Keep seeing Vitek saves all over social media every week, every other week seems like save of the week coming from Radek Vitek. The goalkeeper that we saw plenty of coming through the academy. 5 minutes to go until the break. Burnley corner. Near post, clipped up in the air, claimed by a very tall Fred Heath. Another one of those that is, as Arthur says, shot up when you haven't been looking.
Yeah, Heath was trying to set somebody off a little bit quicker. Couldn't do it, so you've just got to be a little bit patient and try to pick a pass out.
That's one for Nkoto to chase, turned the other way by Burnley. Now goes Halafu to try and apply some pressure to the ball. So in the penalty area, gets a shot away. Heath more than equal to it. Mills. McCormack back to Mills. Forward into the channel for Bradbury to chase. He does make a nuisance of himself, doesn't he, Louis Bradbury?
Well, he's just unlucky there not to win that.
Centre-backs are certainly going to know they've been in a game with Louis Bradbury on the field. Keeps them very honest. Jay McAvoy comes back down the right. McCormack. Lafu comes back to Armour. Marn Brown trying to do the same as Louis Bradbury at the opposite end of the field. It's a lovely touch from Shah, looking for the run of Nkoto, forces the clearance from Turaherwa. Gabriel's return pass just a little short for McCormack. Alafu does well. Cormac to McAvoy. Again, ball into the channel. It's almost perfectly measured. Gabriel with a little shove in the back of Elijah Turaherwa. He's going to be penalised for it.
Yeah, just a little bit of frustration, I think. There's that ball just never ran for him.
90 seconds plus whatever stoppages we'll get. There'll be a couple of minutes, I would have thought, after the injury to Bendito Mantato. Shah's header. Throw in for Burnley on halfway. Swiping challenge from Shah is evaded. He's knocked out of play, will be a Burnley throw-in. Oh, a Manchester United throw-in.
And Coco just got his foot in there and came off the Burnley player, carried out a play.
Cleared by Mills. It's a no-nonsense clearance, isn't it, from Mills? And it's brilliantly well fought for by Junior Brown. Gabriel with a lovely touch just before half-time. What can Manchester United conjure up here before the break? Brown. Halafu back to Brown. Halafu looks to get the cross in. Bradbury's lurking, brilliant finish. Louis Bradbury just gets there, turns it home, and just before the break, Manchester United hit the front. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1.
Well, if there's one player that's done a lot of selfless running up front, it's Bradbury. He certainly deserves that. Ball comes in from Brown, just times his run right and gets across the defender and just gets that little touch on the ball. It's enough to get it past Feeney.
Just going to take a closer look here. Just flicks out a right toe, doesn't he? I think he gets there. I don't think it's come off the defender. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say Louis Bradbury has managed to flick that around the corner.
Well, the keeper can't make his mind up which way it's going to go, and he's got to anticipate it. Good little touch there and puts United 1-0 up.
Well, it has been a half made difficult by Burnley. United have stuck to the task and they've got their rewards.
Yeah, he's done a lot of running up front there, and he took a few kicks for his troubles, Bradbury, but no, he doesn't deserve that anybody more than him.
Manchester United in the last 5 or 6 minutes have just decided that maybe that long ball forward from the back to turn Burnley around is a bit of a weapon. It's worked out for them with the goal. If the press is coming and you can turn them around like that, and you've got the runners, you might as well give it a go. McCormack into Shah. Donovan Koto. Shah sees it open up for him inside though.
Yeah, he does that well. He's had a good first half, Shah. Lets that ball run across his body and he's off, and he's 20-30 yards further up the field instantly.
McCormack. It's good football from Burnley to get themselves out. Koto, just a really good effort to get himself back behind the ball, can make the challenge. "20 seconds of this 3 minutes added on, left to go. Really good time to score as well. I know it's a cliche, Arthur, but it's a cliche for a reason.
Well, they've been patient the whole game here, the first half, as the whistle goes.
Half-time for Manchester United, and they lead by a 1-0 thanks to Louis Bradbury on the stroke of half-time pretty much. Ball in from the left-hand side from Junior Brown, and he managed to just get there ahead of Elijah Torreira and turn it past the goalkeeper Callum Feeney. Really good touch from the Manchester United number 9 after 45 minutes relentless running for him. Managed to eventually get his just desserts at the break at the Barnfield Training Centre. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1.
Bradbury's just having a word with the ref there, I think, is he, or one of his teammates, but he certainly showed a good 45 minutes in the first half and got us into a deserved lead.
Yeah, 7-1, that heavy loss to Liverpool back on last Saturday, 24th I think that was. We're underway in the second half, and Manchester United lead Burnley by a 1-0 here at the Barnfield Training Centre in murky Lancashire. It has been a stormy day. Winds still moving the trees in the background. You can see what the players are having to deal with, and that is a swirling wind. And Koto dispossessed by a sliding Wilcott. (4-4) by United, kept by Burnley. Bradbury still trying to cause some problems by making sure he keeps the run going. Burnley in a positive position though. Looking to level things up, takes a deflection on the way in from Brandon Puani. Goes behind for a Burnley corner.
Yeah, good defending there from McCormack, not allowing the ball to go anywhere near the goal area.
He gets a big instep to it, doesn't he? It's going to be Brandon Puani. You can see the corner flag rustling in the breeze. Lifted into the box. Headed away by Dan Armour. Koto goes out to put some pressure on the ball. Cross delivered, McCormack blocks. Shah looks to bring it away. Referee says there's no foul on Jarius Shah on the edge of the penalty area. Shah still working hard. Shot comes in, hits the side netting. Manchester United goal kick.
Yeah, Shah just caught in possession there within his own box. Just got to try and get it away from the danger area.
Heath chased down by McMahon Brown, sweeps the pass away. It's good football from Manchester United as they come through the lines, and it's a good run too from Junior Brown into the penalty area. Brown's right-footed effort, brilliant save. Again, Callum Feeney somehow manages to turn it round the post. Looked goal-bound from Brown. Brilliant save.
Good piece of play from United, and that ball from Shah setting Brown off, and you just think he's done everything right there, but so's the goalkeeper again. Said that a few times in the first half.
Certainly can't complain at that, can you? Because
great ball from Shah rather, curling it in that far post from Brown. Keeper's got down well with his strong left hand, but for him would have been more than a goal ahead the first half, and certainly has made a great stop there.
Thumps the corner in. Cleared away. Tackles flying in midfield, but Burnley have managed to keep possession. McMahon Brown. Cross to Albert Blackie, who moves it down the right-hand side to Lucas Scanlon, who lifts one in, headed away. Burnley retrieve possession. They have got the bit between their teeth at the start of the second half. And Koto closing down. Coaching being shouted onto the field by Darren Fletcher, just trying to make sure his players understand what it is that they should be doing in any given moment. Eventually the ball deflects off the back of a Manchester United defender and out of play for a corner.
They've started the second half off Burnley as if they mean business.
One back by United. Burnley fighting for it though. Fabio So comes away with the ball. Now down the left with Brandon Puani. Throw in, taken quickly by Wilcott. Cross is blocked, it's behind for another corner. Well, Manchester United are being asked to defend in the opening stages of this second half.
Certainly no more than what you'd expect from a Burnley side, who probably would be hurting from that goal being conceded right on half-time.
Taken short. McMahon Brown comes back to Savage. Savage to Albert Blackie. Out to the right-hand side where it's measured in by Scanlon. Bouncing ball inside the area. Fabio So with the attempt. Eventually it's Shah that clears it away, and then a shot from distance ends up as a very decent cross to Lucas Scanlon, who's got some wriggle room, and then Fabio So blasts one. Big deflection off the head, I think, of Albert Mills and behind.
Important deflection, that one. That looks like it was flying in.
Came back, didn't it, to the edge of the penalty area. Fabio So picked it up. Scanlon gets it across. And he's off the hip of Albert Mills. Corner swung in. That is a thumping header to clear it away.
That's a proper header, isn't it?
Wow.
30
Some
yards.
distance on that. Old school, Arthur.
Definitely.
Burnley throw. They look to continue to apply pressure to the Manchester United penalty area. Cross comes in. Is going to be cleared by United. Koto holding off a couple, manages to dink the ball down the line. Burnley throw taken quickly.
Yeah, they can sense they're still in this game. Just got to dig in and make sure we get our tackles in at the moment.
Lovely turn from Jarius Shah to get himself out of trouble. So agile, little pirouette, and he was away. Fred Heath doing the right thing here as he just tries to take the sting out of the opening 7 minutes of the second half. United have had an opportunity, haven't they? Forced a very good save from Feeney in this second period, but ever since that moment, it has been all Burnley. It's good football again from Manchester United to win the ball back as Mills returns this to Heath. Dinked ball out. See what was intended, but ends up with Burnley. Stolen back by McAvoy. McAvoy with the pass down the right-hand side is a really good one to Nkoto, who's caught, but he's going to try and keep this in. Pulls it back towards Bradbury. It's intercepted by Turahira. And out of play. No, kept in.
That was a great ball down that inside right channel there to sit Nkoto off in his travels. As you say, it looked as if the tackle was going to come in there. It makes any connection, and he's got a chance of maybe being sort of carded.
Very well in the end to escape. Nkoto. Well, the momentum has swung in the opposite direction. Claret shirts of Burnley having a 5-minute spell there where they were on top. Manchester United immediately hitting back. There's out of play for Manchester United throw-in. Albert Blackie that knocked it out of play. Shah again on the reception, turns away from danger.
Great controller again, and then picking out a pass at the end of it.
His radar seems well attuned as well, doesn't it? Realises where the danger is and is able to turn away from it. It's just a little ragged at times from Burnley as they are at full stretch trying to receive some of these passes. It's a good block. Junior Brown just getting himself in the way.
Yeah, good play by the wide player, doing his defensive duties.
United have already used one of their substitutions in this game. We're probably 5 or 10 minutes away from the substitution window being upon us. Substitution, Soren Koto come on for Bendito Mantato after an injury for Manchester United winger. Headed into midfield. McAvoy beaten to it by McMahon Brown. Down the left-hand side to Puani. Pulled back to McMahon Brown. Has a go. Straight at Fred Heath, and that's a comfortable one for him.
Yeah, position perfect there. And again, looking to set it off early for midfield players or strikers, because as I said in the first half, once Burnley came out and pushed people up the pitch, you can catch them out if you can get the ball hit long, really, to, well, Bradford's he's on at the moment again, but certainly catch them with sort of claret and blue shirts further up the field in our half.
Burnley's real issue this season has been that they just haven't managed to score enough goals. Manchester United will be hopeful that they can keep a clean sheet, prevent them from scoring again. Meanwhile, Manchester United have been relatively free scoring, not quite as free scoring as Manchester City at the top of the table, but 31 goals in the campaign so far, 32 after today. Only side with a better goals scored record. Manchester City with 48 and Liverpool with 45. That being said, Liverpool have also conceded 43. Junior Brown.
Yeah, good play again. Getting the ball out his feet, running 30 yards with it and getting United into their half of the field.
I feel much more comfortable playing their football inside the Burnley half, I'm sure. Dinked. Tempted to be put into the channel, just a bit too wide, which allows the clearance. Cormac just caught in two minds whether to stick or twist there, decides to retreat in the end. Fabio So plays it into McMahon Brown. Well, effort from the edge of the penalty area was still rising when it went over the crossbar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just cut across that and hit it on the outside of his foot there, and Heath can see where that ball's going comfortably.
Well, Savage, it sat up for him to hit, didn't it? Just gets underneath it. McAvoy out to McCormack. Bradbury takes and turns. Good forward play again, and he's lifted that into the path of Shah, who's chasing it down. Yeah, pressure there, wasn't there?
Good play again from Bradbury there, starting that. Been a very open game in the second half compared to the first half. Both teams were sort of just toying with each other and taking their time, whereas the second half looks like a cup tie. Yeah,
it's been a lot more direct, hasn't it, from both teams. Interesting, isn't it, that both sets of coaching staff will have gone in at half-time and probably said exactly the same thing, which is, if we're going to get anything out of this game, maybe we need to be a bit more direct, and both have come out and they're doing exactly that, as Junior Brown is caught offside, I think. Just gone a bit quickly.
Yeah, as I said before, you expect him being the home side, going in 1 down at half-time, especially right on half-time as well. They'll feel a little bit hard done by that, but certainly they've come out and tried to get themselves back in it, and that's allowed us to get players up the pitch and catching them out.
Deflection, carries that to McAvoy. McAvoy fires it forward. Louis Bradbury into the penalty area. Chance for a second of the game. Another big stop from Feeney. Falls to Gabriel. Can't bring it under control. Gets a second bite at that cherry. Goes past the first one. Gets the shot inside netting.
Another good save for the goalkeeper. Bradbury must be thinking, what have I got to do to get the second goal here? Great ball through again from McAvoy there.
It's a good save, isn't it? Does the splits pretty much, Callum Feeney.
Yeah, it's a Peter Schmeichel save there, isn't it? You sort of spread yourself and make yourself big.
Yeah, Gabriel sees the goal, decides to have a go. I'm not quite sure he spots the fact that Louis Bradbury is totally unmarked at the back post. Well, could go either way this game, couldn't it? And that's what's going to make this second period entertaining, Arthur.
As I say, the total opposite the first half. They just come out and had a right go at each other.
The first half was very cagey. That's good football again, and Dan Armour looking to get out here, but he's lost his footing, and maybe Burnley have an opportunity. Fabio so into the penalty area. Lovely covering work from the left wing pair for Manchester United, both Junior Brown and Yor Halafu back and covering.
Brown again doing his defensive duties there, helping out in the 18-yard box. Not diving in, just getting his body in.
McAvoy gets all the way back to help out as well. I just keep a little eye whether he's favouring that left thigh, but might just be a dead leg that he's picked up in a challenge somewhere. Well, we've got a game on our hands. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1. That goal just before the break coming from Louis Bradbury, but he's also had the chance for a hat-trick foiled by Callum Feeney at the other end of the pitch.
Well, he's had a really good game up there, and it's difficult, as I said before, playing on your own. You're the focal point up front to hold the ball up and bring people into play, and he's done that ever so well.
McMahon Brown, ball back to So. Back in, but drilled away. Puani manages to get round. It's brilliant covering again. Look how many numbers are there for Manchester United, keeping pressure on the ball in the corner flag area, really making life difficult. It's excellent defensive work from Manchester United as a team. And they force the ball out of play.
Yeah, they've been a real threat on that left-hand side in the second half. Puani instrumental in all that.
We're going to have the first substitution of the second half. It's going to be Turahiwa that leaves the field for Burnley. On in his place is Anwar Mateza. Burnley looking for a route back into the game. Meanwhile, there is some treatment happening, I think, for Rafe McCormack, who's off the field.
Yeah, he did signal as he ran off to say if there was something wrong or something up with him.
All in is collected by Fred Heath. He's certainly being checked by the medical staff. Oh, he's got a bit of wadding up the nose where he's obviously cut one in the face. You've never been a footballer if you haven't had to play with a cotton swab up your nostril. Shah thinks he's been fouled. Referee's going to play advantage. Brown takes him on the outside, gets the left-footed cross in deep towards the back post, but Koto can't get there, and then just leans into his marker, leans a bit too heavily.
Yeah, he's done everything right on that left-hand side. Brown again there, getting to the dead ball line, digging the ball out to the back post.
Tony Philliskirk first came across Tony when he was at Oldham Athletic.
Striker.
Yeah. Then became the assistant at Oldham as well. Did a couple of bits with him whilst at a previous job. Lovely, lovely man, Tony P. Been at Burnley for a long while now as well. It's well done from McCormack. That's clever from Bradbury as well to lift that out to the left-hand side, and Koto's going to bring it in, reel it in, keep it under control, keep it in play. It's well defended by Burnley. Bradbury's had a good game. Been a little unfortunate not to have more than the one that he's got. Gabriel just showed a bit too much of that to Fabioso. And Koto. Infield to McCormack. Now Shah. Maybe another opportunity coming for Manchester United here, but again, Burnley just defending in numbers, aren't they?
Yeah, just like the first half, get everybody behind the ball when they've not got it. Just a chance for United to slow it down and sort of try to open this defence.
Well, that's a good ball forward from Burnley, and then the return from Fabioso is overhit. Collected by Mills. That's calm from Albert Mills. Looks at the situation he's in, goes back to the goalkeeper Heath. Just really comfortable with the ball at the back, aren't they, United?
And the goalkeepers are very good as well, with the ball at his feet.
Gabriel threads a pass through, looking for Shah. It's just overhit. Shah can't get on the end of it. Cut out by Feeney. Realises he's got two claret shirts on him. Again, it's Bradbury that wins the header.
Done well again.
Got Brown away down the left-hand side. Junior Brown. There's a go from range. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Comes down to Bradbury. Just loses control of it and can be brought away. What an effort from Junior Brown.
I don't know whether he might have got a slight touch on that, the keeper. Fantastic effort, I thought that was in.
Gabriel and Koto, back to Gabriel. Gabriel finds some space. Shot is deflected over the crossbar.
Surprised everybody when he cuts inside and hits that with his right foot, Brown.
Let's take a look here, see whether we can discern whether or not the goalkeeper gets a gloved fingertip to it. Maybe.
Great effort. He's had a really good second half, Brown, doing his defensive stuff and also his attacking stuff as well.
Thought it was going to go flying over the crossbar. It just dipped viciously, didn't it, at the last minute? Excellent. Shah goes short. And Koto delivers near post. Not enough lift on that, though, to get it past the first man. Smashed away. Looked like James Bailey might potentially be readying himself for Manchester United on the bench. Junior Brown still running here.
He's done that well in the second half, getting the ball out his feet and making 20-30 yards with it, pulling everybody up.
McAvoy. McCormack. It's a little short for Mills, but stands his ground well against Kean McMahon-Brown, who was running hard towards him. I've got to say that McMahon-Brown's been very good at that throughout the game. Brown. Got Halafu. Cuts inside again. It's good football from Burnley to get themselves out. It's well intercepted by Rafe McCormack. Reads the game very well, doesn't he? Manchester United right back today.
Stepped in and read that perfectly. Yeah, midfield player slotting into that position and he's pushed up as much as he can.
Probably not quite had the freedom that he thought he might get at right back, but that's because Burnley have kept United honest in this second half. Been no cheating the position, that's for certain. Halafu. Gabriel. Brown back to Halafu, onto McAvoy, swept out to McCormack. McCormack through to Bradbury, dispossessed. Lovely sidestep has got Burnley away. Fabio So striding through the middle. Shah trying to get back to him. Square ball to Lucas Scanlon. And Koto looks to bring the ball clear. It has been just like a cup tie, hasn't it? As the ball looks to go into the penalty area again. Called it absolutely right, Arthur. Bit of a ding-dong this second half.
It's went very quickly. It's still there to be won. Hopefully United have got that goal lead. I think they might need another one.
Just a bit too much on that one. Offside flag up anyway, potentially. I don't think it matters, it's out for a goal kick. Here is the change for Manchester United, and it is James Bailey coming onto the field. Had a very good game in the FA Youth Cup against Derby. And it is Jay McAvoy who makes way. Wouldn't surprise me at all if Manchester United now go to a bit of a double pivot with Shah and Bailey, or potentially Bailey going into number 10. We'll wait and see what Michael Carrick decides to do. Can play in a number of positions, James Bailey.
He gets his foot in well there in midfield.
At the moment, yeah, it does look like James Bailey is playing alongside Shah just in front of the back four, so 4-2-3-1 rather than the 4-1-4-1 that we saw in the opening 73 minutes. Here is Bailey. Trademark sleeves down over his hands. Played like that since the very first game that I saw him, Arthur. Height of summer. And he's got his sleeves over his hands.
Yeah, knows the position very well there and gets his foot in. There's a lot of sort of work in there helping out the other midfield players.
Another one of those Manchester United players that we've seen play. Oh, that's a lovely turn from Nkoto. Just gets swallowed up, still going. Eventually the foul's going to be given. Could have been for one of about 4 different things, but eventually the referee blows.
There's another one who's had a really good game on that right hand side, coming on as a substitute. Just had his shot
2,
pulled there.
3, yeah. 3 different free kicks.
Keep going, Lucas. Not be off here. Keep going.
Kevin Wolf on that bench must be absolutely freezing. How on earth he's wearing shorts is beyond me. Brave man. Troy Savage has been yellow carded for that foul. I was saying, James Bailey has played a number of different positions. We've seen him play attacking out wide. We've seen him play brilliantly at number 10. And now we're watching him playing as a 6 for Manchester United. A midfielder that understands what it takes to play those positions. Gabriel. Gabriel spreads it out to the right-hand side, and Koto with a lovely touch.
Yeah, just had to stretch for that to get away from the first tackle.
Savage was waiting. All the way back for Burnley. Only 13 minutes of the game remaining. Arthur's absolutely right when he says the second half has flown by.
Yeah, must have been good communication there. Heath coming out off his line to gather that ball.
James Bailey's 14th appearance of the season, the Manchester United substitute. He's got himself a goal. Very much like to make that 2 today. Kill the game off, guarantee the points. Brown, who hit the crossbar a little earlier. Wanting to cut in from that side again. That's a good pass from Bailey to find Gabriel. Gabriel, one way then the other. He's still got possession here, Gabriel. Still going, brought down inside the D. Referee says no free kick. Koto chasing. Scanlon. Fabio So. Bailey bounces off him. Scanlon. Is this across to Briley? Chance off the left-hand side then. Puani gets in the cross. Across comes the header, and into the back of the net it goes. And Burnley are level. And I think it's Lucas Scanlon that's managed to get the final header to it. It was good movement inside the penalty area, close range header, nodded past Fred Heath, 1-1.
Yeah, the 2 wide players for Burnley in the second half have done well. That's a great ball in, asking one of his teammates to get on the end of it, which Scanlon does.
Haven't had too many shots at goal, Burnley. Managed to squeeze that one on target, and Heath just can't get across to it. Well, with 10 minutes to play, somebody's to try and snatch. Burnley with the equaliser through the younger brother of James Scanlon, Luca. Bailey round the corner to Brown. Just lost pictures for a moment. We'll try and get them back for you as quickly as we possibly can. It's always the way, isn't it? Just as Manchester United are on a counter-attack and technology comes and we'll have to guess as to whether or not this ended up at the back of the net. It looked like a decent enough break, but Burnley bringing plenty of players back. Arthur, with 10 minutes to go, Manchester United will be a little bit gutted that they've managed to concede, but it's still there for the taking.
Very much so. We've seen Brown drop back to get that ball in his own half, I'm presuming he could run 20-30 yards with that and maybe get something on the end of it, but certainly he's had a very good second half. But this second half has been a game that's just went by, and it seems like 5 minutes really. We've got to the 80th minute quite quickly, and both sides have actually done enough to win the game. We've had a shot that's gone off the crossbar, go 2-0 up, and that would have been difficult for Burnley, but at 1-1 now, the game's finally poised.
You referred to it as a cup tie midway through this second period, and I've got to say that's exactly what it feels like. Both sides really giving it a tilt in the second half,
having a right go at each other. It took Burnley quite a bit of time to get back on level terms, but they certainly come out the second half and had a go at United to try and get back in it, which they have done. Hopefully we can finish strongly.
Again, sorry if you're waiting for the pictures to come back. We apologise for those loss of pictures. Occasionally technology is against us, and that's exactly what's happening here. We left this with Manchester United on the break down the field. Almost that picture there with an opportunity down the left hand side, but we will find out shortly, I'm sure. So whilst that's happening, Arthur and I can continue to have a conversation about this under-18 side, who maybe will feel a little bit hard done to that they've conceded there, Arthur.
I would think so, yeah, because they've dominated for most of this game. The first half was most of the attacking was coming from the United team. The second half's been more even. Burnley have come out of themselves a little bit, but we've had some attempts in this second half with their goalkeeper Finney's kept them in the game, in my opinion. Had some really good stops. Brown on this left hand side's had a really good second half. None more so than hitting the crossbar and coming back into play. So could have been different if we go 2-0 up. But not, we've now got to dig in and try and get a result out of the remaining sort of 10-15 minutes. And
Louis Bradbury could be on a hat-trick, could have already scored his hat-trick, to be completely fair, apart from that goalkeeping from Callum Feeney.
He's had a good tussle with the Burnley goalkeeper, and the Burnley goalkeeper's actually pulled off some fantastic saves. None more so in the first half from Gabriel, one which I thought was flying in. Let's hope we've still got something left that we can continue peppering his goal.
Yeah, still waiting on these pictures returning. We'll get them back to you as quickly as we possibly can. We've got 7 minutes of the game remaining, and it was set up to be an interesting final 7 or 8 minutes, wasn't it? With Manchester United just having conceded and looking to try and get themselves back in front. We shall wait and see what happens as and when we get the pictures back. I have requested that Ben Ibsen get a jog on around the edge of the pitch, and hopefully our reporter can go and press a few buttons and magically bring it back to life. He's very good like that, Ben. Excellent at that kind of stuff. I think we've got a picture back very shortly, so hopefully we'll be able to transfer that to you and we can figure out exactly what's going on as the rain starts to fall at the Barnfield Training Centre.
Is that what it was, do you think?
Goal kick away to our left-hand side. Loose in midfield, but one back, and Manchester United looking to do a bit more defending as James Bailey just gets to grips with McMahon Brown. He goes to ground. The referee blows for the free kick.
Yeah, pretty central, maybe just a little bit too far out to have a shot, I would think.
Taken quickly by McMahon Brown. It's it out to Buani. That is Kai Rooney onto the field. So there has been another substitution for Manchester United while we've been away, and it is Kai Rooney that's on the ball, looking to extend United's advantage, or to regain Manchester United's advantage. So I tell you that Camacho is onto the field for United as well, wearing number 14. So Now those two changes, Rooney wearing 16, over on the far right-hand side, Kai Rooney, and Camacho wearing 14. Two players to make way were Junior Brown and Jarius Shah. Burnley with McMahon-Brown, Kean McMahon-Brown, who looks to turn into the penalty area, not behind for a Burnley corner.
Yeah, they've been very productive on that far left-hand side, second half.
Well, there's some legs on this Manchester United field now. Transition will be absolutely crucial. And that's a really good effort from Burnley, and a top save in the end from Fred Heath, who had to get down low to his right-hand side to push it around the post.
Yeah, really good save there. It's gone into an area that is possibly expected to be further over to the main part of the goal. Had to get down low to his right quickly.
Corner is intercepted, and Manchester United looking to get themselves out here down the right-hand side with Nkoto, but it is cleared up by Burnley. 3 minutes of normal time left to go. Koto. They're trying to work it, trying to find some space in behind Burnley. Armour. Just to force that pass. Does well to get back on the end of it, protect it as it goes out of play. Football again from United as they look and find a way forward. Deflection looking towards Bradbury, but he can't get on the end of it. Gabriel looking to steal this back. Rooney looking to help out, but it's Burnley that managed to clear it away, and they've got the bit firmly between their teeth. They don't want to lose the point that they feel like they've earned themselves.
Yeah, they've clawed their way back into this game in the second half.
That ball in behind, though, is looking for Bradbury. Clearance from Burnley is going to go out for a throw-in, just about. Guessing really whether that was going to go one side of the corner flag or the other.
Must be another substitution. The ref blowing his whistle.
Either that or he's having to have a conversation with someone. I imagine it's probably a substitution from Burnley. It is. Making way is Brandon Puani. And it is going to be James Lewis on to replace him.
Yeah, Puani had a good second half on that left-hand side. Most of Burnley's attacks came down there.
Set up the goal too for Lucas Scanlon. Mills comes back across to Armour. 30 seconds of normal time to go. Manchester United on the attack, down the left. Bailey. Camacho. Armour. Another opportunity potentially here. Halafu. Bailey. Dan Armour again. Finds Halafu. Left-footed cross towards the back post. Comes all the way through. Lovely footwork. Cross comes in again, but Burnley are going to turn it away. Comes out as far as Camacho. Armour into stoppage time, and Manchester United are pushing on. Halafu into the half space. Bailey.
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Everybody back. It's difficult for United to try and probe.
Just need to try and get lucky here with the ball into the penalty area. Armour back to Bailey. Bailey thinks about hitting it, then releases it to Halafu, who's got time to think about the cross. Plays it back to Gabriel. Camacho. Into the box now, bouncing ball, but cleared away. Bailey fires it back to Armour. Camacho. Nice ball back across to Armour. Halafu goes to the byline, gets the left-footed cross in, loops up in the air. Goalkeeper does well to claim that above Louis Bradbury.
Yes, took a deflection there. It's coming out there a little bit difficult. Bradbury's on hand just in case he spilt it.
Ball was tossed up dangerously close to the edge of the 18-yard box, but was out of the goalkeeper's hands. Forward again, but Fabio So brings it under control, gets it out to the left-hand side. Bailey to Armour. In the middle, but eventually it's going to be Albert Blackie that gets it back to the goalkeeper. I think we're going to have masses of extra time. That's really well done from Halafu. Brilliant ball into the feet of Gabriel as well. Can United find some quality in the dying seconds? Cross it comes, oh, it's turned home brilliantly, and it is Louis Bradbury. Last minute, Manchester United score, and is that enough to take all 3 points? Late drama at the Barnfield Training Centre. Burnley 1, Manchester United 2.
A great play from Gabriel down this left-hand side. Gets his head up, had a little look there, cuts it back. Bradbury's around about the penalty spot. Just make sure he gets a good contact with it. Side foots that in. Hopefully that's giving United a 2-1 lead. Bradbury's done it right on half-time and right on full-time.
Brilliant stuff from Louis Bradbury. Right place, right time, just peeled off his marker. And credit to Gabriel for finding the cross. Needed to be accurate, was accurate. And Manchester United doing Manchester United things in stoppage time. We've only got a minute left to go. In fact, we haven't even got that. Well, Manchester United left it to the very last kick of the game to secure all 3 points against Burnley. Louis Bradbury on the stroke of half-time to give Manchester United the lead. Pegged back by Lucas Scanlon. Ball in from the left-hand side, headed home through the legs of Fred Heath. And then the very last kick of the game. Gabriel down the left-hand side, picking out a perfect cross to Louis Bradbury to fire home to make it Manchester United 2. 2-1 up. Absolutely brilliant from United. Last kick of the first half, last kick of the second half. 3 points coming back to Manchester. Full time at the Barnfield Training Centre. It is Burnley 1, Manchester United 2.